Life in Egypt has been anything but easy since the ousting of Hosni Mubarak last year, and many Egyptians have found solace in tobacco smoking to provide temporary escape from their country's many problems. It doesn't come as a surprise then that as the world observed the annual World No Tobacco Day on May 31st, many in Cairo said they would not give up smoking even for 24 hours, as campaign groups advised. World No Tobacco Day organizers called for smokers to refrain from lighting up for 24 hours in a bid to highlight the potentially fatal consequences of tobacco smoking or smoking shisha, a flavored tobacco, at outdoor coffee shops.
I will tell you something. The frustration due to the political and economic status and foggy future make it difficult to predict what will happen tomorrow, and all of this would affect any person and distract him away from stopping smoking. But with more stability in the times ahead, I think people will stop smoking.
Yassin's frustration is shared by many in Egypt. The country's economy suffers from high unemployment rates, sluggish growth and widespread poverty, while its political system has gone from 30 years of autocratic rule under Mubarak to a transitional government with military rulers, and finally to a democratically elected president who will be chosen in a runoff election. The World Health Organization says tobacco kills almost 6 million people every year and is one of the leading preventable causes of illness and death around the world. The Tobacco Atlas report, led by the World Lung Foundation and released earlier this year, says 1 billion people will die from tobacco use and exposure this century if current trends continue. That's one person every 6 seconds. Furthermore, tobacco is responsible for more than 15% of all male deaths and 7% of female deaths. As the smoking rates in the developed world decline, experts warn the numbers continue to grow in poorer regions, particularly in Asia, the Middle East and Africa. Although the gloomy figures may not deter many Egyptians from smoking, some say they applaud the aim of World No Tobacco Day.
It is a very good idea, and we must do it once a month rather than once a year. If we try to quit smoking for 12 days a year, it would be good, and I hope to do that.
Tobacco kills up to half of its users, and almost 80% of people who die from tobacco-related illnesses now come from low and middle-income countries, according to the World Health Organization. Tobacco is also a major risk factor for non-communicable diseases such as cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and chronic respiratory diseases.